Yeah. I think it's as good as it's going to get right there. Welcome to Richmond, Virginia. We're at City Stadium for the Kick It Forward Cup. It's the 2026 season of Richmond Ivy soccer, and we're glad you're here with us for the Kick It Forward Cup between the Lancaster Inferno and the Richmond Ivy. This is going to be a great match. It is a friendly, but there is a trophy on the line. The two teams will play 90 minutes, unlimited substitutions. If you come out of the game, you are allowed to substitute back in. If we're tied at the end of 90, we will go straight to PKs, but both of these teams want to get their 2026 campaigns off to a good start. And it's going to start here in Richmond at City Stadium for this match. Talking to Madeline McCracken before the match yesterday, talked about the construction of this Ivy team, and she mentioned it's a nice mix of veterans and newcomers. Obviously, with these players being collegiate players, some of them graduate, they move on from their college careers, and so those players have to be replaced. But the veterans that are here are used to playing in front of a very well-attended City Stadium, a boisterous supporters group here in Richmond that love their Ivy, and they are relying on the veterans to feed off that energy and still stay composed and help the youngsters move forward in their playing and not get too wrapped up in all the emotion that is surrounding a match like this in the Kick It Forward Cup. The Lancaster Inferno come in. They're a club that was founded in 2008. This is just the third year for the Ivy, as that is the hardware they are playing for today. We are going to take a break here at the Ivy and City Stadium for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll talk more about the Lancaster Inferno and Richmond Ivy.
This is our brand. It's chips, subs, of course, soda, this, that, sweets, smiling faces, green, more green, ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
In this place?
And now, starting for your Richmond Ivy.
Getting ready to do the starters here for the Ivy and the Inferno as we get ready to take a look at the starters ourselves here in the Kick It Forward Cup between the Inferno and the Ivy. Let's start with Lancaster. It'll be Kayla Noble in goal for the Inferno. Then you have Shuey, Weinold, Rubinich, Wunderlich in the field, as well as Yizik, Eberly, Quinones, Landgraf, Barakos, and Clayball. Those are the players in the field for the Inferno. For the Richmond Ivy here in the Kick It Forward Cup, we're going with Logan Marks in goal. She will be accompanied by Shay Doherty and Ava Marvin. We'll also have Kira McCluskey, Shrapek, Chance, Campbell, Landell, and Jackson in the starting lineup, as well as Emerson Moore. So you take a look there at the players in this match. It's going to be imperative for the Ivy to get off to a strong start. Part of that conversation with Madeline McCracken was she expects this team to be more physical. They want to be more physical defensively, be more aggressive on offense, as that's what the hope the Ivy have here in this Kick It Forward Cup. They recognize there's a lot of new faces on this club, but this is a team they're expecting a lot out of, and a win here in the Kick It Forward Cup would mean some hardware to start the 2026 campaign going into the USLW regular season. Lancaster, another USLW club, obviously in a different division. They are from Central Pennsylvania. As I mentioned, they're at the top. Founded in 2008, this is year 3 for the Ivy, and they look to continue to build on what has already turned into a very successful program with a lot of support from the Richmond community. Of course, part of that support comes from local players, whether they're local to the colleges at VCU, William & Mary, or Mary Washington, or whether they grew up in the Richmond area, went off to play college elsewhere, but are coming back for the summer. Lots of fans, lots of family in attendance here to support their Ivy, as the Richmond Ivy will hope for a successful 2026 season kicked off right here against the Lancaster Inferno. Joe Deck with you. Glad you're with us here for the Kick It Forward Cup. As we get ready to see Lancaster still huddled up there on that far sideline. You see them over on the left side of the screen as the official is getting ready to put the ball down, and we are almost ready to kick it off here. The Inferno on a great day here. Saturday with beautiful weather in the Richmond area for the fans coming out to support their club. Lancaster will look to start their 2026 season with a win. Of course, the new Richmond head coach this season, Rob Ukrop. Very familiar with the program here at the Ivy and the Kickers, but coaching the Richmond Ivy, a first-year head coach here with the Ivy, but as I was mentioning, very involved with the Ivy program as well as the Richmond Kickers. No stranger to soccer. And we are underway. The Ivy will kick it deep. Turned over in the midfield, and here comes a chance for the Ivy as Macy Landell will work it over. That is Marvin on the far side. Marvin being ushered toward the end line, but it's taken away there by the Inferno before it goes out. They're going to try to build from the back here. Rubinich working it slowly forward, but you see the Ivy there collapsing, taking possession away. It's going to be a throw-in for the Ivy, as that one went off of Carrington Giesek. Marvin with the throw-in. To see as Shrapek moves it back. Doherty moves it forward. Ivy now exploring the far side. Moving toward the middle, still exploring options. Heavy first touch, and possession is lost there by Kinley Campbell. The Inferno will play it back, and now they will work it over to Quinones. Searching ball, but first to it is Kate Weir. As Marks takes control of possession, we'll have to see here. This is going to be important here for the Ivy, as we were mentioning. Unlimited substitutions in this one, so not like the USLW season where it is 7 substitutions in 3 windows. And once you're taken off, your night is done. This is unlimited substitutions. You can come back on. But the important part for the Ivy here is going to be physicality and seeing how the officials officiate that. Obviously, yellow and red cards still in play. You don't want to pick up a yellow too early, as the Inferno will lose possession on the far side. Ivy starting to move forward. There was some contact with the official playing advantage. Possession is lost. Jasmine Jackson couldn't hold on to it. Now an Inferno player goes down, but the official says play on. Ivy searching. Play it back to Weir. Weir Landell. Weir will now move it back. This is Witterich. That's a heavy touch there by McCloskey. Eventually going to the Inferno there on the far side. Pass a little off target and unable to bring it in was Marvin, so we will see the Inferno throw in an attacking position. They will go forward. Throw in headed out by Weir, and the Inferno moving it further down the sideline now. Take a look at the first-year coach, Rob Ukrop. CEO and chairman of the Ivy, also getting the role of head coach this season, as that one is ushered out and will be out for a throw-in here on the near side. Inferno near the corner flag. They will get a throw-in. It looks like the official did not point to the corner flag, so it will be a throw-in for the Inferno there, right on the edge. Eventually get the throw-in to an Inferno player, but the Ivy working to try and win possession back. They will. Landell to Shrapek. Shrapek will play it back to Marks. Costly almost turnover there. Now the Inferno will be back on it. Quinones loses it. Nice play by Weir as she got in there to force the Inferno back. Shuey. Ball forward, and now Marvin in trouble. Loses possession to Quinones. Quinones trying to chase that one down. It'll be out of play. This one will be a corner, as Landgraf tried to send it in. It took a deflection. Corner on the way for the Inferno. Rachel Eberly will take. Sends it in. Inferno get ahead to it, but it's bouncing wide of the goal. Cleared away, but not out of danger. Still work to do for the Ivy. Inferno still threatening, sends a ball in, but that's going to go off the side netting. And it will be a goal kick, as Shuey couldn't quite wrap her foot all the way around that one. Ivy getting ready with a goal kick again here as we have the start of the 2026 season. Joe Deck with you. Glad you are with us. Kick It Forward Cup, how the Ivy are starting their 2026 season. Ball bouncing through, and the ball will be played back. Mark sends it forward. Ball still bouncing around, and you see McCluskey trying to win possession back, but it ends up at the feet of an Inferno player, eventually ushered away by Campbell. Nice little back and forth. Landell moving toward the middle, and now we'll play it over on that far side to Doherty. Ivy continuing to move forward. Nice run by Jackson. On the wrong end of Landell, though, and the Inferno will be able to track this one down and put an end to the attack. Right idea from Jackson. A nice little run forming, but just could not get where she wanted to be for the pass to Macy Landell. It's going to go now to the Ivy off of Anouk Landgraf. Another Ivy throw-in. Witterich Doherty. Doherty looking up. She will make a connection with Moore. Moore sees Landell on the far side. Nobody marking. Landell with a nice little move. Wins possession back after a deflection on a through ball. Landell tries to cross. It's going to be stopped and sent out for a corner. Jessica Weinold there with the slide tackle to prevent the ball from coming through. So the Ivy with their first corner of the season. Shrapek will take. Sent away. And this ball will roll out of play. It will be a throw-in. Cleared away by the Inferno as we take another look at that attack that was built up. You see Landell winning possession back, trying to get around Weinold, tries the cross, but Weinold sticks the leg out, was able to get in front of that and force the corner. And then the Inferno dealt with the corner pretty easily there. Now the Ivy will have to regroup. Weir turns it over, but McCluskey gets back on it. Marvin keeps possession as that one is out off of Quinones. Weir under pressure from Landgraf, has to give it up. Weir back. Logan Marks surveying her options. We'll just play it back to Weir. Back and forth the passing goes as the Inferno now starting to turn up the pressure, and that one is turned over. An errant pass sees Quinones get on the end of it. Quinones looking for options in the middle. Not the cleanest of clearances, but it does the job as the Ivy will get it away from their own end and now moving forward back toward the middle of the pitch. Moore late on the pass back toward the middle. Had an option there that was represented by Kinley Campbell. Did not go with it. Ivy moving forward again. Another option for the Ivy. Ball is going to go up and over. It will be a corner as the Inferno deflected the attempt. Ivy are threatening here. Jasmine Jackson has some speed, a VCU player, staying here for the summer with the Richmond Ivy. Shrapek will try a corner from the other side now near the fans. Shrapek's corner sent in. Headed away, and the Inferno again will deal with the corner. Ivy win it back. Marvin has it taken away by Quinones. Landgraf finds a teammate. McCluskey, though, getting in the way and forcing them to try again with Yizik. McCluskey seeming to be everywhere on attempts to win the ball back for the Ivy. We've played over almost 12 minutes now, still no goals in this one. Not even any shots on target. We've had a couple corners for the Ivy, one for the Inferno. Neither side really threatened on their attempts. Here's an opportunity. Moore moving toward the middle. Tried to cross it in, but took a deflection, and Eberly will deal with it. Wunderlich on that far side will have to play it back to Noble. The Inferno building from the back now. See Rubenich send it long, a long run, but running out of real estate was Noel Clayball as that goes out of play, and it's a throw-in for the Ivy. They're able to turn it away. There's a look at Some of the Richmond Ivy fans coming out to support the Ivy here in their season opener. A great fan base here for the Ivy. The Kick It Forward Cup getting us started here in 2026. Hardware on the line in this friendly, and right now the Inferno making a move. Jackson will just calmly as you like take possession off of Annabelle Wunderlich and move it forward for the Ivy. Now this is Moore. Moore has to slam on the brakes. She's looking at options. Ball still at the feet of Emerson Moore. Shrapek wants to get it back to Moore. Moore, heavy collision. No foul given, it's just a common throw-in, as that was Olivia Rubinich with the heavy challenge. Take another look at it here. So you see, she played it back to Shrapek, and then Moore coming in, and Rubinich, heavy challenge, gets away with it. No whistle, no cards. Jackson now on the far side. Jackson sends a cross in. This is toward Landell, it's over her head. Quickly on the end of it though, is the Richmond Ivy's number 39, Ava Marvin. That ball goes out of play, and it will be a throw-in for Marvin. Marvin wants to look at her options. Has Campbell, goes to Landell. Landell plays it back to McCluskey. Shrapek feels the Inferno on her back. Trying to keep space and possession. Weir. Campbell has to be careful. They are a little bit out of position here if they lose possession, and that's exactly what happens. Shrapek will try to race back. Now Marks was well off her line. She'll get to this ball no problem. We will see the Ivy now regain possession and again start to move it forward. Moore with a nice light touch to McCluskey. Landell, plenty of space at the top of the box, lets it rip, and Landell scores the first goal of the season in the 16th minute. Macy Landell nets the first goal of the 26th season here in the Kick It Forward Cup. Take another look at this. McCluskey with a beautiful feed, and the Inferno lost Landell at the top of the box. Bottom right corner has plenty of room for Landell as she scores the first goal of the year. And the 20-year-old from Mary Washington gets the scoring started for the Ivy. The Inferno will have to regroup. They've gotten away with it so far until that moment. They were a little out of shape, and it was no problem at all for Landell at the top of the box to slot it past the diving Kayla Noble. Nice goal there for the Richmond Ivy to get their season started as they look to build on their 25 season and see if they can't end up at the top of the division this year, as that one is a long ball. Again, it's Moore racing to challenge. Sent back to Noble, who tries to clear it away. Doherty gets in the way. It'll go off of her and out of play, but Rael Shui there just enough on the pass back to Noble. And you see the Inferno trying to move forward. They're already out of shape. If there's a quick change in possession, they would be caught out of shape and in trouble. And right on cue, they will turn it over. Campbell will play it back, though, to reestablish possession. Witterich wants to go to Weir. Weir. Weir and Shrapek playing it back and forth. Through ball looking for Landell. Landell racing again. This time, though, Rubinich will get a foot to it and concede a corner. So now the Richmond Ivy will try to build on what is their third corner of the match. Shrapek sends it in. Punched away by Noble. And this is going to be another corner. Almost found Moore, who was lined up right there on the inside post, but Noble gets in front and punches it away. So Shrapek will try again. Now a fourth corner of the match. And this one will go up and over the net. So that's a goal kick. We'll take one more look at the goal that was successful. You see Landell just bottom right for Macy Landell. She got the pass from McCluskey, had plenty of space, and was able to slot it home. Ivy again with possession now. The back line will look to regroup. We have a whistle. Looks like there was something behind the play there that caught the official's attention, so throw in for the Ivy. Marks. Moore. Long ball, just a little too much air on it as it ends up at the feet of the Inferno. McCloskey gets a foot in again. Ball is loose. Campbell challenging. And we're going to have a whistle. And it will go to the Inferno. A look at Stephanie Cleaves, head coach of the Lancaster Inferno. Fourth season for Cleaves at the helm. Her Inferno currently trailing 1-0, but still a lot of soccer to be played in this Kick It Forward Cup. After the foul, we see the Inferno send it forward on the free kick. Lancaster trying to make something happen here. Turned over to McCluskey. Almost turned right back over, but instead Kinley Campbell will win possession. Pass back to Marks is sent away with a boot. Moore. Loses one defender. Sends a ball forward toward Jackson. That's going to have a little too much on it as Noble will be the first one to it. See if the Inferno can build something here on this one. That's a nice long ball with options. Racing to it is Clayball, but the Ivy will take it away and Richmond will be able to control possession. Well, that's what they want. Clayball was racing toward there, and now Landgraf gets a boot in, and Marks will have to dive and win possession. That was a bit reckless there in the back for the Ivy. They get away with it as Anouk Landgraf had put just a little too much on that attack. And it was too close to Logan Marks. Landgraf again looking for options. Again, Ava Marvin first to it, keeps it away from the feet of Peyton Quinones. Turned over, here come the Inferno. Inferno player goes down, nothing in it for the official, and Jackson will wheel away with possession. Jackson looking, Jackson sends a long ball toward Macy Landell. Headed away, but the Ivy still keeping possession. At least momentarily. There's a lot of contact. There's gonna have to be a whistle on somebody. It's gonna be a foul called on Emerson Moore. Taking a look, you see Landgraf charging there and almost had an attack, but now the Inferno looking at their options again, looking again for Landgraf. Shea Doherty will send it away. Battling on that far side is Jackson and Wunderlich. Jackson takes it away. Jackson is going to be hauled down, and that's a free kick. Take another look at this one. You see Wunderlich and Jackson. Jackson gets in front. Wunderlich just lifts the foot, trips her up, and Jackson able to draw the foul and the free kick for the Ivy. Marvin to Landell. Landell already 1 goal to her name, moving forward. That one is deflected off of the boot of Weinold, so Noble will just calmly pass it to another defender. Rubinich and Shuey playing a back and forth right now in the back line. Sent forward, Landgraf, heavy touch, goes straight to McCluskey. McCluskey sees Jackson making a run, but Rubinich will step in the way of that long ball. And now both teams trying to pass beyond the midfield, from the back line to the front line, but unable to do so far. McCluskey gets in the way. McCluskey plays it back to Schrepak. Schrepak forced to turn around, sees Landgraf there, and will play it to Weir. Well, we're 25 minutes into the Kick It Forward Cup. It's 1-0 Ivy, thanks to Macy Landell. Jackson sees that one go out of play. It will be a throw-in, and we'll have substitutions for both sides here.
Lancaster substitution in the 26th minute. Now in the game, number 7, Carson Boyer, and number 20, Ava LeMay. Exiting the game, number 9, Anouk Landgraf, and number 22, Evangelina Barricos.
So Barricos, a name we didn't call much, she had been kind of held in check. She comes out. Coming in is Carson Boyer and Ava LeMay. Landgraf and Barricos checking out for the Inferno. Ivy still yet to make any changes. Doherty finds Jackson. Jackson has space. Jackson sends a cross in and gets through. Landell's shot is blocked. Won't get to the goal. Landell will regroup. She'll send another shot. This one, though, didn't quite have full control over, and it goes out for a goal kick. I tell you what, if Jessica Weinold hadn't gotten in front of that first attempt on that sequence there for Landell, she might have a brace on her hands here in the first half. Take another look at this one. Here is the cross coming in. Get it to you later, maybe at halftime when we have a chance to regroup the highlights here. Jackson moving forward. Jackson airmails that one. She'll want that one back. "27th minute just completed is now the Inferno moving forward. Here's another look at this cross sent in by Jackson, and here it is. You see it get through. Landell with the shot and blocking it, Jessica Weinold. And then the second attempt just couldn't quite fully control it. Ivy still have possession there on the far side, a throw in. Marks has the ball back at her feet. She'll go to Weir this time. Marvin get it as they go back to Marks. Marks and Weir back and forth, trying to draw out the Inferno. Weir wants to send a long ball in. Noble will call off her defender, Rael Shui. And now the Inferno have some players in position. If they can just hold on to possession, Moore trying to run past her marker there, number 11, Noelle Clayball, but instead the Inferno will retake possession here. As the Inferno moving forward again. Jackson trying to get to the end of it, but instead the Inferno will clear it away. Again, the Inferno back line now playing a little more disciplined after giving up the early goal. You wonder, though, if the Ivy are able to draw that back line in one direction and have a player kind of float behind on the other side, if they can maybe get a shot at another goal here. Big crowd here as they continue to file in at City Stadium. Inferno building an attack here as Marvin on the hip pocket of Quiñones. Quiñones trying to keep possession, but Marvin will watch it roll out. It'll be a goal kick. Of course, Ivy fans looking to stick around after the Kick It Forward Cup because the Richmond Kickers will be playing and the Ivy hosting a watch party here for all the fans in attendance. So be a great way to not only support the Ivy, but also the other Richmond soccer team here in the area, the Richmond Kickers. Play their home games here in the USL 1 division. Take it away. Here comes opportunity for the Inferno, maybe. Gonna be a foul on McCluskey. Wunderlich was building an attack. The official just giving warnings, no card issued there. We'll have some more substitutions.
32nd minute for Lancaster. Number 2, Ava Chappelle, and number 9, Anouk Landgraf. Leading the game, number 11, Noelle Clayball, and number 31, Rachel Eberly.
So Ava Chappell will come in. Sent away, and the Ivy having to scramble here. Taken away, that's Boyer that was starting to maybe threaten there. Oh, Quiñones wiped out hard there by Moore. Just a free kick. Wiped the leg out there from Peyton Quiñones. Take another look at it here as you see Quiñones was looking and just right through the back of Quiñones as this free kick is sent in. Inferno still searching. Eventually the Ivy are going to send it into the seats up here. Throw in for the Inferno. Jessica Weinel. Another Bit of contact. This time there is no whistle. Weinhold still on the end of it. Look at the Ivy physicality we talked about. You're seeing it there. That time there was no foul. Of course, just because there's contact doesn't mean there's a foul. Landgraf, one of the players that came back in on that last substitution, she's now in the back though. As they try to mix up the shape and the lineup here. Ivy still with the lead as we are down to just over 10 minutes left in this half, plus stoppage time. It's going to go to the Inferno, much to the chagrin of Coach Ukrop over there on the sideline. Inferno back with possession. LeMay was looking, but instead it's Marks that will end up with the ball at her feet. Oh, heavy touch and just taking it away there momentarily. Good job by Molly Witteridge to make up for her mistake and not allow the Inferno to have a chance to equalize on that heavy touch. The Inferno will now have to play it back. Shrapek, McCluskey, Doherty, Landell. Taken away as the Inferno win possession back with Ava LeMay. Quinones controls it. Looking at Landgraf, who's making a run. She'll head it in the direction of the goal, but not only well wide, but also no teammates there for her to pick out, so it'll be a goal kick for the Ivy. Richmond up 1-0 here in the Kick It Forward Cup after their goal in the 16th minute. Pinballing back and forth between the Ivy and the Inferno. Lancaster plays it back. Got to be careful there as the Inferno will hold on to possession. Headed away. Jackson. That time, Quinones goes down a little too easily. It's just a throw-in. Ivy win it back momentarily, but Weir couldn't control it, so now we'll see the Inferno continue to push play down the sideline. Another throw-in for the Inferno, as that time Ava Chappell's attempted cross is knocked away. Now the Ivy will come away with it. Jackson a little misplayed there. She overran it just a touch, but they're able to hold on to possession. Nifty little move there from Marvin. McCluskey and Wunderlich going shoulder to shoulder. Eventually the Ivy come away with possession more. Plays it back to Shrapek. Ivy and Inferno here in the Kick It Forward Cup to start the 2026 season for both sides. The Ivy play a long ball looking for Jackson. Jackson gets to it first. Jessica Weinhold has to be ready as they move into the box. Weinhold will challenge. McCluskey plays it back to Shrapek. Shrapek will now move it back. Tries to send a ball in, but it's deflected, and the Inferno will take possession away. Nice job there by Ava LeMay. was put toward the path of Anouk Landgraf, but she couldn't get to it in time. Now the Ivy win a throw in, and Campbell play it back. Weird. Knocked away. Right now the Inferno will win possession back. Running out of time here in the first half to make something of their attacks, but the Ivy have been in control. Momentary threats for the Inferno, but nothing really sustained and nothing of real danger that the Ivy have had to deal with here in this first half yet. The Ivy have had more corners, they've had more shots on goal, they have the goal of the match so far. Touch, and the Ivy will win possession back. Moore in the middle, has players to the right and left. Laid off for Landell. Landell fires. Landell gets under it though. It will go skyward, but a beautiful ball played by Moore into the path of Landell. Just got under it. See the ball right there toward Landell. Took it first time and just got a little too much backspin on it as it continued to roll skyward. One nothing Ivy leading the Lancaster Inferno. Playing advantage. Inferno to Quinones. Back to the middle. Shot and save made by Marks. A very long shot there from Annabelle Wunderlich, but for the Inferno, at least it's a shot on goal. Not much trouble for Marks there, but Ivy, beautiful 1-2 soccer, just too far for Moore, and the Inferno will be able to regroup and try and launch a counter. Campbell couldn't have played that much better. Jackson barreling in with no one between her and the goal. Jackson tries to split the legs of Noble, but Noble makes the save. The VCU forward had a golden opportunity, just couldn't beat Kayla Noble. Take a look at this. She is barreling in on goal, and you see her try to go 5-hole on Kayla Noble, but she got a leg to it and was able to regroup and smother it. Keeps the Inferno in this match with a 1-goal deficit. Big save from Kayla Noble. Keeper in her first year with the Lancaster Inferno from Western Colorado University. Ball sent toward Jackson again. It'll be Weinold playing it back to Noble. Turned over, McCluskey couldn't get it cleanly, so she has to play it back to Shrapek. Now Shrapek, a little heavy on the touch. Landgraf will watch that one roll out of play for an Inferno throw-in. Sent away. Ball headed down, the Inferno with it. Took a ricochet off of Carrington Giesick. Shuey. Turned over after it went off the foot of Chappell. Campbell gives it right back, though, and now the Ivy will have to get ready as there's a little bit of a counter forming. Almost waited too long. Quiñones won't be first to it. It's cleared away there by Marvin.
All right, Ivy fans, get on your feet.
We have
because it's
5
time to
players
stand up for Richmond.
making a substitution here for the Lancaster Inferno. No substitutes in this first half for the Ivy.
Lancaster, number 22, RVAccess. Number 30, Brooklyn Showalter. Number 31, Richmond Ivy. Number 34, Kyra Kramer. And number 29, Piper Lazar.
So Lazar, Kramer, Eberly, Showalter, and Baracus checking in. A host of players coming off, including Quiñones. Looks like Chappell also checking off for the Inferno. Richmond Ivy trying to win possession back. Have to be careful in their own end here. Jackson plays it back toward the end line now. It's just sent away. Fresh legs for the Inferno. A lot of contact there just outside the box, but no whistle. Throw in for the Ivy. We'll have 2 minutes of extra time. Ivy win possession back, send it long and away as they want to relieve some pressure. Two minutes of stoppage time added here in the first half. Substitutions have been quick. And only 1 goal to speak of, so not surprised to see a small number go up on the board.
Officials have indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes added to the first half.
It's ball late into the path of Kyra Kramer, but turning it away is the Ivy again. The back line has been strong today for the Richmond Ivy. Weir will watch that one roll all the way back to Marks. Ivy moving forward. About a minute left in this one as Weinhold pushes it back to Noble. Noble sends it away. Not much time left for an attack, but the Ivy will maybe have one more shot at it. Marvin. This is Moore. Lays it off to Jackson. Jackson will have a shot. Noble able to corral that one. It hit right at her. She's able to get 2 hands on it. And you get the feeling like that might be the end of the first half. But the Ivy will have the lead as we take another look. Moore again with a nice through ball to Jackson. But you see right at Noble. All she had to do was drop to her knees to make that save. Landell plays it back. We've had the 2 minutes, getting a little bit of extra time here. Jackson again. Tries a cross in. A lot of air on it. Landell will be first to it. She'll send it back. And that will be the end of the first half. It is 1-0 Ivy thanks to Macy Landell in the 16th minute, scoring the opening goal of the Kick It Forward Cup. It's the only goal we have so far through the first 45. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at some highlights from the first half here from City Stadium in Richmond.
Now, here are your first half highlights.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCROPS brand stands for.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
Welcome back to City Stadium here in Richmond, Virginia. It's the Kick It Forward Cup, presented by CarMax, USLW Women's Soccer between the Richmond Ivy and the Lancaster Inferno. As this is the season opener for both teams in the Kick It Forward Cup. It's 1-0 Macy Landell ahead as we take a look at some highlights from the first half here. The Richmond Ivy going to be dominating this highlight package as we got it underway here at City Stadium. Great day for soccer here in the city of Richmond. And the Inferno making the trip down to Richmond from Pennsylvania, and so far it has been the Ivy with the better chances. You see this corner here from the Inferno. This has been pretty much the best shot that the Inferno have had at it from this corner. It's been the only corner of the match so far for them, and you see just not able to do much with it. Now this is Landell trying a cross. It set up an Ivy corner. Lots of challenges and contact here between these two sides, but this is Landell getting space, firing, and finding the back of the net in the 16th minute. That gave the Ivy the 1-0 lead, as Stephanie Cleaves and her Lancaster Inferno would have a free kick later. They would send it in, but as you see, the Ivy back line again has been exactly where they've needed to be. Noble has only given up the one goal. She's been busy, had been called on for some other saves in this match, as Marks, that's kind of been the most dangerous moment for her. Landell almost with a brace. Second try there on that sequence went well wide, but the Ivy have threatened a number of times. Jackson has been in some dangerous positions. The physicality from the Ivy that Madeline McCracken alluded to on my phone call with her yesterday has been alive and well in this match, especially in the midfield and back line. This was Jackson barreling in, almost making it 2-0, but Noble with a magnificent save for the Inferno to keep it at 1-0 in favor of the Ivy. You see here another opportunity for Jackson that Noble stands up and makes the save. The goalie from Western Colorado has been very busy, as Marks has not been called on nearly as many times as Noble, but she's made the stops when she's needed to. It's 1-0 Richmond. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at some games ahead for the Richmond Ivy here between the Lancaster Inferno and Richmond Ivy in the Kick It Forward Cup.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
Back here at City Stadium, 1-0 in favor of the Ivy at the half. Here in the Kick It Forward Cup, there's a look at the hardware on the line today between the Lancaster Inferno and the Richmond Ivy. Right now, if this scoreline holds, it'll be a celebration for the green and orange in the Richmond Ivy lifting that cup. They're 45 minutes plus stoppage time away from doing just that as they have the 1-0 lead. As it's here at the season opener, let's take a look at what is ahead. You see on May 15th, they will be going to the Virginia Development Academy at 7 p.m. Then they're back in Richmond on May 20th. On May 23rd, it is the Charlottesville Blues, as that is the next 3 matches for this Richmond Ivy club. Over 5,300 people in attendance tonight for the Ivy in their opener against the Lancaster Inferno here in the Kick It Forward Cup. And we expect high numbers throughout the season here at City Stadium for the Richmond Ivy. A great fan base supporting the Ivy this season. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll get ready to look at go over the goal scorer and talk about some of the things we expect to see in this second half between the Lancaster Inferno and the Richmond Ivy.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
This is our brand. It's chips. Subs, of course. Soda. This. That. Sweets. Smiling faces. Green. More green. Ice cream. But first, veggies. How about a meal for one? Or hummus is fun. Time for cleanup? Done. All this goodness. Your life, your brand. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
In this place, strength means something different. It means us all being together. And doing our thing. You can look all you want, but there's still no place like this place.
Back here at City Stadium in Richmond, Virginia, the Richmond Ivy starting their 2026 campaign this summer. A summer here in the U.S. that is big for multiple reasons. Not only do you have great soccer here in the city of Richmond with the Kickers and the Ivy, but it's also a World Cup summer here in the United States where Team USA will try to get out of the group with Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey and see how deep they can go in this World Cup that they are hosting with Canada and Mexico this summer. That's going to be big, and fans will be paying attention to that all summer long. But you also have here the Ivy, who currently lead the Kick It Forward Cup 1-0 over the Lancaster Inferno, thanks to the goal from Macy Landell. And of course, the fans here at City Stadium will be staying in their seats as they will keep their attention on the giant video board, as at 7 it will be the Richmond Kickers and the Greenville Triumph in USL 1 action on the video board. A nice watch party here for the fans who will be staying in their seats to root on the Richmond Kickers, with concessions staying open for the fans that decide to stay and enjoy the watch party here between the Triumph and the Kickers. As we get ready for the second half, the Richmond Ivy with the 1-0 lead thanks to Macy Landell. We didn't see any substitutions from the Ivy in that first half. It will be interesting to see if we see any changes and when those changes might come for head coach Rob Ukrop and his Richmond Ivy squad. Right now, they enjoy the 1-0 lead, and they will look to hold on to it. Of course, the Lancaster Inferno with fewer options on the bench to go to as well, so they're trying to mix it up and keep players fresh. We'll take another look at that goal that got us the lead for the Richmond Ivy. You see Landell just left open, putting the shot on and in.
Entering the match is number 44, Audra Schultz.
The Ivy do make some substitutions. Looks like Olivia Woodson has come into the match. Jackson has checked out here. Some other players that have checked in as there's a whistle.
Public substitution in the 46th minute. Leaving the match is number 38.
Looks like Audra Schultz has checked in as well for the Ivy,
Number 22,
placing
Olivia
Logan
Woodson.
Marks.
Entering the game for the Ivy. Number 9, Jasmine Jackson.
Campbell plays it over to Woodson. Woodson crosses it in. Inferno trying to get it out. Woodson at the edge of the box. Races toward the in line, but a little too much on that one. It'll go out for a goal kick. Ivy and Inferno here in the Kick It Forward Cup. The Ivy threatening if they can find a second goal. The way the defense is played in the first half, you would think that would be enough to lock up a Kick It Forward Cup trophy to start 2026. Shrapek takes it quickly, a short corner. Moore trying to split the defenders, decides instead to go back to Shrapek. Sent in. Landell is there. She heads it toward the middle. It's headed away, looking for Woodson. Now the Inferno can try and recover, but you see Landell sprinting. Now this is a nice long ball into the path of LeMay. LeMay. Not many options. This one will get through. Quinones won't be able to do anything with it. That's going to be a throw-in for the Lancaster Inferno on that far side. Sent forward, but out of play. Ivy. This is Campbell. Campbell loses possession. And the Inferno will look to move forward. Passes a little bit behind, and Weir able to take it away. Woodson is looking for Shrapek. It goes all the way back to Weir, and McCluskey will get possession back and keep it with the Ivy. That ball is going to roll slowly over the end line for a goal kick. Rob Ukrop made a few changes at halftime. He didn't make any substitutions during play. We'll see if he does here. Ivy coming away, or excuse me, the Inferno coming away with possession, but the Ivy will recover quickly. Marvin being chased back, goes to Weir. Weir, nice little sidestep of Quinones. Ball was out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Inferno on that far side. Schultz sends this one long. It gets to Woodson. Woodson trying a back and forth, but it's too far out in front of Woodson, so possession goes back to the Inferno for a throw-in. Dangerous moments here. An attack building. Boyer. Gonna be a goal kick off of Boyer. Thought maybe for a second Boyer was battling with Campbell. Maybe could have had it go off of Campbell, but instead it's off the foot of Boyer and a goal kick. Noble, again, deals with it. There you see. Nice job by Widerich to get in the way there. Put an end to that attack as the Inferno trying to build something. Now Widerich just casually shoves her out of the way. Some of that physicality, but that time a little too physical. And it gives a free kick to the Inferno. Taking the free kick for Lancaster, Rachel Eberly. Sends it in. Headed away. And you see more battling for possession, trying to keep it, but here I think we're going to have a whistle and a foul. It is a foul on the Inferno, a little too physical on the trying to win possession back there. So the Ivy with a free kick now. Ball will bounce, opportunity with Moore. Moore has Landell to her right. She'll go further right to Woodson. Woodson in the box. Puts a shot on, Noble gets a foot to it. Schrapek at the top of the box. She'll send one, it takes no deflection, says the official. So it will be a goal kick. Take a look at this one as you see Woodson made the move on the defender, got the shot away, and Noble, that was more of a reflex than a save attempt there, just got in the way. Schrapek's shot from the top was a little off the mark, but now Schrapek on the mark with that pass. However, the cross in, not on target that time from Marvin. The Richmond Ivy will try again with a corner. That one took a deflection. So Schrapek. Ivy haven't scored from a set piece yet. This is another opportunity though. Sent up. And leaping for that one was Taylor Shell. It goes over her head though. And now sent away. Ivy will regroup. Widerich. Weir. This is Campbell. Campbell sees Woodson. Back and forth we go. Moore loses Boyer, and now Woodson. Flag goes up. It'll be offside, so the goal won't count. But that was an opportunity for the Ivy. Offside, waves off the goal. The flag went up on Woodson, but McCluskey whipped it in. It found the back of the net with power from McCluskey off the hand of Noble and in, but as I was mentioning, the flag went up and it takes the goal away, so we're still at 1-0. Shoulder-to-shoulder contact, popping right back up, though, is Ava LeMay. And the Inferno, just taking too much time in the midfield. Good job by Weir to win possession back. Now McCluskey filling in. Shot on the way, and that's going to be a goal! The Lancaster Inferno have knotted it up. A shot from a long way away from Rachel Eberly. She goes into the top corner, out of the reach of Audra Schultz.
Lancaster goal scored in the 56th
Rachel
minute.
Eberly in the 56th minute.
Goal scorer number 31, Rachel Everly.
What a shot! Full extension and nothing Audra Schultz could do. Just a great strike there from Eberly. So Eberly with the equalizer there for Lancaster. And now PKs are potentially on tap. Eberly, the midfielder from George Mason University. Now there is another chance that Noble will come up large again for the Inferno. See the Ivy continuing to ask questions. Moore put a shot in, but now a free kick for the Inferno in the middle of the replay. We'll give the Inferno a free kick here after a foul, but as I was saying, Rachel Eberly from George Mason University knots it back up at 1. Woodson. Straight back. Witterich goes up to Weir. Weir being pressured. It's turned over. And now the Inferno. Well, Schultz lost her footing. She'll win possession and just quickly give it to Weir. Weir. Long searching ball finds Landell. Landell sees Shell. Shell making a run but won't get to it. Ushered out of play by Shuey. Lots of contact but no whistle. Out of play off of the Ivy, and a throw in for the Inferno on that far side. Well, the Lancaster Inferno have kind of settled in a little bit here in this second half. After a rocky first half, they get an equalizing goal. Looked like they were going to threaten again there for a second, but they've managed to control the Ivy opportunities here in this second half for the most part. Nifty move by Campbell as she slide steps Boyer. This is Woodson. Ooh, just out of the reach of Woodson. It'll be a goal kick. Olivia Woodson with a lot of talent, a forward from Auburn. Lancaster moving it forward, and the Inferno again applying the pressure. LeMay leaps over it. It will go a goal kick off of LeMay. Quinones, a player that Richmond is going to have to watch out for. She has provided a bit of a spark there on the edge. Gotten to a lot of balls. Landell in the middle of 2 Lancaster Inferno players will win a throw-in. 60 minutes gone. Reminder, if we're tied at the end of 90 and stoppage time, this will go into PKs. Noble. She will lay it off to Rubinich. Lots of battling. Carson Boyer will lose possession. Now the Ivy have Campbell. Campbell decides to shoot it herself. Noble took 2 cracks to finally get it fully under control, but not too much trouble with that one. Rubinich turns it over to Shrapek. This is Shell playing it back to McCluskey. She sees Woodson just too far out in front. Get a look here at Kinley Campbell again, just seeing the Inferno play further and further back, giving her more space, so she took the shot. Noble makes the save, keeps this tied at 1. Ball goes forward. Headed down, and this is Shrapek. Shrapek will turn it over. Eberly slide steps Shrapek, and again, the Inferno are moving forward. Long ball played through, but Campbell will get there and send it out for a throw-in. Making sure that Carson Boyer didn't get to the end of it first. Wunderlich. Over to Rubinich. Rubinich. Turned over. And racing forward is Witterich. Ball gets to Landell, and now Landell has more in the middle. She'll take the shot herself. That one is going to go well wide of the goal, and it will be a goal kick. Well, we've seen precision from Landell, and here we saw a little bit of power, but the power lacked the precision as that one went well over the goal. Eberly plays it all the way back to the keeper, Noble. Woodson. Eberly. More opportunities. Shot on the way. It's off the crossbar. Second attempt is going to be saved by Schultz. Well, Ava LeMay sent a rocket off the crossbar. And Audra Schultz able to pull it in and make the save on the second attempt to deny a go-ahead goal for the Lancaster Inferno, who have had much more success here in the second half. Woodson. Shrapek. Tell you what, once you get into regular season play, it's 7 substitutes in 3 windows, and once you're subbed out, you're not allowed to come back. That's not the case in the Kick It Forward Cup, but Rob Ukrop right now might be thinking his first half players had a lot more success than the second half players have had. Something to keep an eye on as this season maybe gets ready to open up here. Although, as important as wins and losses are, development also very important for these women before they get into their fall seasons back in college. Take another look at the Lancaster Inferno. LeMay with a rocket that went off the crossbar, and then the second attempt, a first-time shot from Noel Clayball that just went right to Audra Schultz, who made the save. Ball's going to get all the way through. It'll get back to Rubinich. Great job there by Taylor Shell to win possession back. Now Olivia Woodson. Woodson puts a shot in, and it's a goal for Woodson in the 66th minute. Olivia Woodson from Auburn, a returner to this Ivy team, will put them back out front 10 minutes after they give up the tying goal. Another look at this one. Woodson barreling in on Noble. Not sure that she didn't get something on the way through, but not enough to stop Woodson. We'll take another look here, and you see she got used to the Ivy players trying to go near post. This time, Woodson goes where the space is, and the far post is good for the goal.
Leaving the game, number 11, Noelle Claybaugh, and number 7, Carson Boyer. Entering the game for the Inferno, number 22, Evangelia Veracruz, and number 30, Brooklyn Showalter.
Veracruz and Showalter in after that goal for the Inferno. And we'll also have Landgraf check in.
With number 22, Evangelia Veracruz leading the game.
And now the Inferno will have to regroup after giving up that goal. They had seemed to be in so much control. They almost had a momentum-changing goal on the other side, but it went off the crossbar, and then Schultz able to make the save on the second attempt. Then quickly the other way, the Ivy find Woodson for a goal. And they're threatening again. Landgraf will send it away. Do the Inferno have another goal in them? This ball sent forward, headed up, and no problem there for the keeper, Audra Schultz. Ball sent long. Moore will not get to it in time. It'll be an Inferno throw. Just over 20 minutes left in this match plus stoppage time. Ivy with a 1-goal lead. Schultz has the ball played all the way back to her. Now she'll go to a teammate in Witterich. Witterich sees Campbell. Kluski has been held fairly quiet in this second half. She had a strong first half. Moore. Shrapek was looking for Shell, but Shell had kind of lost her footing a little bit there. She'll challenge for that one and try to win possession back. Instead, Rubinich moves it forward. Buracos. Now the ball at the feet of Quinones. Long ball sent in, headed up by Campbell. Witterich wants to play it back. Quinones loses her footing, stepped on the ball, and now Weir will come away. Shell. Wiped out. Moore sees Woodson. Woodson in an onside position. Woodson's going to track this one down. She's going to have options trailing. Ball sent in. Knocked down, and now the Inferno will turn it back over to McCluskey. McCluskey to Shell. Where does Shell want to go? Joe will fire a shot that goes right to the waiting hands of Kayla Noble. Two to one, Richmond Ivy ahead of the Lancaster Inferno. McCluskey. This is Woodson, who delivered the go-ahead goal for the Ivy, may be the game winner. Both teams have had opportunities for additional goals in this match. Gamble found Moore. Moore was looking for Woodson, but challenging there was Rubinich. Campbell gets that one away just in time from LeMay. Heavy touch, and Quiñones will win possession back, but her pass is off the mark. Shell is looking for Landell. Inferno back with it. Lancaster Inferno and the Richmond Ivy here in the Kick It Forward Cup. Hardware on the line here in the season opening match for both sides. Technically a friendly, does not go against them in their USLW standings. But it's a great way to start off your summer before the regular season starts. Landgraf, long searching ball, but that'll be out for a goal kick, as you saw Molly Witterich escort that one out of play as Brooklyn Showalter was trying to challenge. Now we'll see the Ivy make some changes.
Public substitution in the 73rd minute. Exiting the game for the Ivy, number 28, Macy Landell, and number 18, Kira McCloskey. Now on the field for Richmond, number 11, Cynthia Tucker, and number 20, Ava Lozada.
Ava Lozada comes in, as well as Sunia Tucker. Looks like Macy Landell has checked out for the Ivy. A solid match for her. Tucker immediately getting a touch, but will lose possession of the Inferno, and now the Inferno wastes no time on a throw-in. They're trying to challenge. Weir will win possession, and I'm sure that one didn't take some sort of deflection, but the Ivy have to hurry. This one will go to the Inferno on a throw-in. The Inferno know they're running out of time to find an equalizer in this one. As the sun goes down, so does the hopes of the Lancaster Inferno of finding an equalizing goal. Tucker challenges the defender, keeps the ball at her feet, looking for Woodson. It's a little behind her, and Woodson can't slam on the brakes and get the possession back before it rolls out of play. Woodson had the goal in the 66th minute that gave the Ivy the lead. Eberly, the player that was just wiped out there by Tucker, she has the lone goal for the Inferno in this match. Tucker to Shell. Shell. Eberly gets in the way of that, and now the advantage is being played. A free kick given to the Ivy. We're down to about 15 minutes left in the match. Richmond Ivy fans in full support of their Ivy. They're in mid-season form here in the opener. They're also probably ready for that watch party after this one as well to support the Richmond Kickers. As against the Greenville Triumph again, that'll be after this match right there on the video board here in City Stadium. But Marvin and the Ivy right now trying to close out this Kick It Forward Cup and start off their 2026 season with some hardware. Be a nice little start to Rob Ukrop's coaching career here for the Ivy. Again, he's the CEO and the chairman here. Very involved in soccer, not only in the Richmond area, but also in the professional levels. Played some of his playing career here for the Richmond Kickers as well, as that one goes over the head of Woodson and will go out of play. Throw in for the Lancaster Inferno, but now also adding head coach to his resume. Marvin. Looking to turn around. She'll come away with possession in between two Inferno players. And now Marvin wants to play it over to Moore. Moore challenged by Landgraf, and Landgraf will just go ahead and concede the throw-in. Moore. Cross came in toward Tucker, but the Inferno deal with it. Shell trying to turn around now. Tucker will let it shot rip, and it goes into the upper corner. The flag is down. It's a goal for Tucker in the 77th minute. Well, the ball kept hanging out in dangerous areas, and eventually Sunia Tucker turned and fired toward the goal and got it into the back of the net. And the young lady from Georgia State wins possession and fires it past Noble, who did her best to get in the way. But a two-goal game now in favor of the Ivy really starts to make you wonder if there's enough time for the Lancaster Inferno to be able to come back in this one. Tucker rips it past into the upper corner. Nothing that Kayla Noble could have done about that one. She has been busy. She's been called on to make some good saves, and she's made them. But there was nothing Noble was going to do about that shot from Tucker. Still pushing forward. Whistle and a free kick given to the Ivy. This one may be the decider when it's all said and done. Tucker hits the top of the netting. An absolutely beautiful strike there from Tucker, and now Tucker will have another chance at it. The flag is up, though it's offside. Tucker was a little too early on her run. And down to just over 10 minutes left in this one. The Ivy up 2 goals on the Lancaster Inferno, and the Richmond Ivy fans right there in the middle of the pitch can look down. They can see the trophy. And they can probably sense that this is getting ready to come their way. There's a look at it. The Richmond Ivy want to lift that cup. The Lancaster Inferno, Eberly, getting ready to kick it away after a handball was called. Coming in, it's headed up. Options, still ricocheting around. Eventually the Ivy will clear it out. Now this shot is definitely not controlled, as that one was just sent in the direction of the goal, but Yizik could not get on top of that at all, and it sails over for a goal kick, and the Ivy will relieve pressure. Head coach Stephanie Cleves will have to get ready with the Lancaster Inferno as they get ready for their USLW season after this. Does not look like this one is going to go their way on the road in a tough environment here at City Stadium for opposing teams. Goal kick to the Ivy. Buildup was threatening over there, but could not keep it in play. There's under 10 minutes left in this one, plus stoppage time. Moore. This is Woodson. To Moore. Moore. See Shell running. Shell. Won't get to that one first. It'll be sent out of play. As Shuey was not wasting any time with that one. We'll have a substitution for the Lancaster Inferno. It looks like Buildup will come off.
Substitution for Lancaster.
Piper Lazar comes in.
Entering the match, number 29, Piper Lazar.
Lazar coming in. It'll be Marvin on the throw-in for the Ivy. Shrapek. Shrapek sees Marvin. Marvin now. Looking for an option to cross. Steps between two defenders. Lays this one for Woodson. Woodson! Oh, Noble just got a foot to that one. It'll be a corner. Robbing Woodson of a second goal in this match.
Public substitution in the 82nd minute. Now entering the game for number 37, Lila Charlotte. She's replacing number 24, Emerson Moore.
A look here as Woodson fired a shot that Noble just got a foot to stop it from going in. Coming in for the Ivy, Lila Charlotte. That ball sent toward the goal. Noble again has to scramble off her line to get to it first. Tucker was looming. The Inferno need 2 goals in roughly 8 minutes. It'll be a throw-in for the Ivy. Take another look at the corner here for the Ivy as you saw Charlotte send it in. Got toward the goal, but Noble getting down on the ground to make the save. Witterich. Dispossessed by Boyer, but unfortunately for Boyer, it was a teammate that got in the way of that attack. Play ball was in between her and the goal. Now we'll see an attack brewing here for the Ivy. The path of Charlotte, but stepping in that path was Landgraf. Woodson. Shrapek. Shrapek loses her defender. Sees Woodson making a run. It's over her head and Shells, but to Tucker. Tucker. Moving toward the goal. Kicked away from her. She'll get to it first. Dancing through defenders at the edge of the box. Eventually the Inferno win possession back. Clayball lays it off. The Ivy, though, just wasting no time winning possession back. Part of that strong physical presence they want. They are never giving up on possession. Shell directing traffic here in the middle. She'll lay it off to Campbell. Campbell. This is Charlotte. Charlotte. Oh, disposed of rather nonchalantly there by Jessica Weinold. Whistle and a foul as that will give a free kick to Peyton Quinones, who won the free kick. The Inferno running out of time. quick goals as we take another look at this one. You see Shrapek just a little too forceful on the challenge. Charlotte sees Woodson. Woodson had the defender in front of her, so she wins possession and now has a shot here. It's deflected by Noble. And the Inferno again turn away a second goal for Woodson. Well, the Lancaster Inferno can rest easy knowing that between the sticks, Kayla Noble is going to be a good player for them. This match could easily be 5 or 6 to 1, if not for her efforts. Cross sent in, but a little too long. It'll be a goal kick. You see Woodson, she's being challenged by a defender, but the shot, again, Noble goes to ground, gets a piece to deflect that away. Yes, Rael Shui was there to help in defense, but Woodson got the shot off, and it was going on target. Quinones. Flag goes up, offside on Clayball. The Ivy. Just a few minutes from closing this out with a win. Charlotte. Late pass, and stepping in the way there was Landgraf. Marvin.
Ivy fans, you know what time it is. Get on your feet and make some noise because it's time to stand up for Richmond.
Just a few minutes left for the Ivy. The crowd here at City Stadium on their feet. They can sense the Kick It Forward Cup being presented to their Richmond Ivy to start the 2026 season. Just how far will the Ivy go this summer? Well, they're off to a good start here against the Lancaster Inferno. The Inferno do have promising players like Rachel Eberle, and again, Noble's played very well in goal despite giving up 3 goals. It's because of her that they aren't down 5. Charlotte makes a nifty move past Landgraf, will fire a shot. Noble almost didn't make that save. It went off the hands, got behind her, but she dove back and saved it. That was almost a goal for Lila Charlotte. Look at the power behind that shot, and you see the deflection. Grabbing it just before it gets to that line, Kayla Noble. Sending it away. The Inferno trying to find a second goal. The Ivy back line again responds, and really the goal wasn't even on the back line. It was a shot from a long way away from Rachel Eberle that just went into the top corner. There was nothing that the keeper, Andra Schultz, could have done about that one. Charlotte to Woodson. Woodson wants to put it into the path of Shell. Shell. Flag goes up, it's offside. Time running out on the Inferno. They equalized on the Eberle goal in the 56th, but 66th and 77th minute goals have provided the difference.
Number 9, Enduk Landgraf, and number 7, Carson Boyer. Entering the game, number 2, Ava Chappelle, number 20, Ava Lemay, and number 34, Kyra Kramer.
The Avas come in, Chappelle and Lemay. We also have Kyra Kramer come in for the Lancaster Inferno, but the And time is running out. They are down 2 goals with 2 minutes of stoppage time remaining in this one. It's going to be a very difficult path forward, and with each time that the Ivy win a throw-in or a free kick, it gets that much less likely for a comeback. In fact, we're down to the point where it's all but official at this point for the Richmond Ivy. Woodson. Campbell. Do they have another goal in them? This is toward Tucker, but Noble will scoop that one up. And that's really the only question. Is there time enough for 1 more goal? I don't think there's going to be time enough for 2 more. Charlotte sees Woodson, just sends it toward the keeper, Noble. Down to about a minute left in stoppage time. The official checking the watch. Sent forward. Opportunity, shot, gets past Schultz, and there is one of the goals they would need. A goal in stoppage time. Noel Clayball with the goal for the Lancaster Inferno. University of South Carolina, her first season with the Inferno. She just puts it to the side of Schultz and puts it into the net. 3-2. It will be a goal kick, but they are going to have to hurry. Even if they get 1 minute added for that goal, they're now only going to have 1 minute left. And if we're going to get to PKs, it has to happen now for the Inferno. Whistle and a free kick. The official backing up the Inferno free kick from Rubinich. Rubinich sends it in. It's popped up in the air. Charlotte gets to it, and now it's just a game of keep away. This is Woodson. The flag goes up on Woodson. Offside. The official looking at his watch. Time running out for the Inferno. And that will do it. The Lancaster Inferno get 1 of the 2 goals, but it didn't come until stoppage time, and they run out of time. The Richmond Ivy will win the Kick It Forward Cup to start 2026 in a goal-filled season opener here at City Stadium. What a finish here at City Stadium. The Inferno gave it their best effort, but the Richmond Ivy, with substitutes coming on at halftime in Olivia Woodson and Sunia Tucker, making the difference to make it 3-1 after the 77th minute. The Inferno would get 1 back in stoppage time thanks to Noel Clayball, but they just didn't have enough time, as Woodson and Tucker right there, the difference in the second half. And they are the reason that the Richmond Ivy will be lifting the Kick It Forward Cup.
Fans, stay in your seats. The Kickers are playing against the Green Gold Triumph right now. Shakedown Eats will continue serving food, and our South concessions will reopen beverage sales. We'll be switching on the game momentarily.
Getting ready to present the cup, the team gathering around.
The Ivy are back at City Stadium on Wednesday, May 20th for Women's Empowerment Night, presented by Bon Secours. Get your tickets now through SeatGeek or any richmondivy.com. Richmond, thank you so much for the 5,324 of you supporters for coming today. We have raised a whopping $2,662. Fantastic. Now presenting the Kickoff Forward Cup is amazing team in front from the RVAccess, and there are lovely athletes, and they're going to give the cup to our winners, Richmond Ivy!
Richmond Ivy win the 2026 Kick It Forward Cup over the Lancaster Inferno 3-2. The first goal of the season belonged to Macy Landell in the 16th minute, but it was Woodson and Tucker providing the difference with goals in the 66th and 77th minute to give the Ivy their 3 goals and overcome this wonder strike from Eberly and one in stoppage time from Clayball, as the Richmond Ivy would prove to be too much in the 3-2 victory over the Lancaster Inferno. This has been USLW Women's Soccer, the final here from Richmond. The Richmond Ivy 3, the Lancaster Inferno 2. For our entire crew here in Richmond, I'm Joe Deck. Thanks for watching USLW Women's Soccer.